Hello, welcome to Buffalo Streams Live. My name is Demyia, or Spud, depending on what I'm playing, and I'm going to play some original tunage for you guys. I'm going to start with a song called 24 that I wrote last year, right before I turned 24, quarter-life crisis and whatnot. You're alive until you're not. You're a body that will rot. In a meat suit making music, a cadaver with a ghost inside, an anxious apparition being guided by tuition. When the dim light starts to flicker, I'll be bones and meat, nerves and things. They'll pick me apart and give my heart to somebody else, like I don't already do that to myself. As I'm breaking down and taking down the walls in my mind, a pair of sad eyes reminds me that I'm older, wiser I am not, I'm losing what little faith I've got. I'm holding on, but I've got nothing to live for. I'm 24 and it feels like I'm in limbo. Thought I'd be gone and never made a contingency plan. Oh man, oh man. I'm getting older, but I can't let it bug me. A year away from a quarter of a century. I'm 24 and I am doing the best that I can. Oh man. Disappointment plagues my mind, cause it's often that I find those around me are much better, the go-getters, the trendsetters. Here I am wasting away, taking shots to end the day, to start the day, to ease the pain, anything to make me feel okay. Pick myself apart and break my heart, oh what else is new? Misery was much better with you. As I'm breaking down, they're falling down the walls in my mind. The illusions that shielded me from feeling older are rotting day by day. I'm losing the will and want to stay. I'm holding on, but I've got nothing to live for. I'm 24 and it feels like I'm in limbo. Thought I'd be gone and never made a contingency plan. Oh man, oh man. I'm getting older, but I can't let it bug me. A few months away from a quarter of a century. I'm 24 and I am doing the best that I can. Oh man. If this is the best I can do, if this is the best I can do, if this is the best I can do, maybe I shouldn't be, maybe I shouldn't breathe. If this is the best I can do, maybe I shouldn't be, maybe I shouldn't breathe. I'm holding on, but I've got nothing to live for. My friends and family gave up hope eons ago. That I'd be gone about 10 years back. That was the plan. Oh man. Getting older never crossed my mind. So now I'm frantically trying to find semblance of something to make me feel alright. I'm holding on, but I've got nothing to live for. 24 and it feels like I'm in limbo. Thought I'd be gone and never made a contingency plan. Oh man, oh man. I'm getting older, but I can't let it bug me. A month away from a quarter of a century. I'm 24 and I am doing the best that I can. Oh man. If this is the best I can do, if this is the best I can do. This next song is called Lugubre. It's the root word of the word lugubrious in English, but it's French for dismal or sad. that says I wish you were dead, so that's good. It's more like emptiness, it's more like empty bliss, it's more like TV static and the sound of rustling wind. And I can't hide it when I lose myself. No, I can't hide it. Strange, are these the better days they told me about? I'm working it out, or trying not to shout too loudly or too proudly from the rooftops of the garden. Lock it in, I'm avant-garding my energy. You look at me with eyes of waterfall into a saline sea. Tired of complacency, no power, no agency, unable to help because your hands don't act as currency. Every transaction demanding satisfaction, fingertips that gain in traction with every single action. Praying for deadbeat deity to hear, loving when malefic intents are crystal clear. Hold up, why are we really here? Tighten the loose noose for another weary year. Don't know what's going on in my head. No longer the voice that says I wish you were dead, so that's good. It's more like emptiness, it's more like empty bliss, it's more like TV static and the sound of rustling wind. And I can't hide it when I lose myself. No, I can't hide it. Is this the life I'm meant to lead? Pushing boulders up the hill in tragic pursuit of what I need or what I think I need. Perception losing depth the more I think of me. Introspective death of who I think I wanna be. I wanna leave, but my legs are tired of running from the problems that I'm locked within my own mental conundrum. So I play dumb, blatantly ignore the actions that control my fate. Now I'm afraid of what will happen if I crack the code and say something I do not mean. In a moment of defense, I'm not mad at you. Sometimes the truth gets too intense. The lies I tell myself protected by a picket fence. I wanna bury deep and leave no evidence. Don't know what's going on in my head. No longer the voice that says I wish you were dead, so that's good. It's more like emptiness, it's more like empty bliss, it's more like TV static and the sound of rustling wind. And I can't hide it when I lose myself. No, I can't hide it. What's going on in my head? What's going on in my head? No longer the voice, no longer the voice, no longer the voice says I wish you were dead. Unhappy, I'm unhappy, I'm unhappy here. Unhappy, I'm unhappy, I'm unhappy here. Wake up every morning and I wonder why. Get up every evening and the day's gone by. Not much I can do now, cause I'm so damn tired. I wake up every morning and I wonder why. I'm unhappy, I'm unhappy, I'm unhappy here. Unhappy, I'm unhappy, I'm unhappy here. Talking to myself, there's no one around. Yelling to the ether to hear a sound. Bottles under bed sheets, bottles on the ground. Talking to myself, there's no one around to hear I'm unhappy, I'm unhappy, I'm unhappy here. Unhappy, I'm unhappy, I'm unhappy here. Probably be unhappy no matter where I go. Misery loves company, so I hate that I'm alone. Test of will is standing still another lifetime or so. Oh no, unhappy, I'm unhappy, I'm unhappy here. Unhappy, I'm unhappy, I'm unhappy here. Wake up every morning and I wonder why. Get 'em every evening and the well's drawn dry. Not much I can do now, cause I'm so damn tired. I wake up every morning and I wonder why. Wake up every morning and I wonder why. Wake up every morning and I wonder why. Be careful what you wish for in the back of your mind. Off-handed manifestations of manic idiocy. supposed to be this way. Once again, falling for the ideas and not the man. Heightened realism, pedantic cynicism, fawning over you cause you reminded me of someone else. Though I could never love the lie I really love to tell myself. You're just my type, tall and hopelessly violent, too good at bearing silence, all too familiar with your archetype. I'll exaggerate your wisdom and stroke your narcissism. I only like them if they are in love with someone else. Infatuistic masochism. Emotional unavailability to me is the epitome of everything I need. Emotional unavailability to me is the epitome of everything I need. So those past couple songs were little interludes, as I like to call them, because they're about like 2 minutes each. Unhappy was the first one, if you couldn't tell by the repetition. And the last one I've named so many times. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to curse on the mic, so I'll censor for now. Oh, I can? Cool. The last one I've renamed so many times, so it's just called That Fucking Song. Yeah. Cool. This next song is called Give In, and after this I'll probably going to switch over to guitar. I fall too fast for any motherfucker who's impassioned. So when you came rolling past, guitar right from the start, you were a good old-fashioned beautiful bastard, wreaking havoc, disaster. Knew you would tear me into pieces, so it went a year poorly spent. I'll only regret it for a season. This time I'm wasting. I know I'll never get it back. This thrill I'm chasing, it's a reminder of the discipline I lack. Your lies poorly disguised, but I stuck around for some reason. Oh no, refuse to let go. It seems to be a recurring theme. Truly I wanted to love you enough to make it through. Bleeding heart, a bloody fool. Don't know how to walk away. Oh, you whisper I love you. If this is love, then I don't need it. I'd rather be alone, face the unknown with an ounce of dignity. But it's easier to give in and hold you. Who's gonna tell me the news? In life there's not much we can choose. Wanna quit before we're through, but why is it so hard to walk away? Oh, you whisper I love you. If this is love, then I don't need it. I'd rather be alone, face the unknown with an ounce of dignity. It's easier to give in. Yeah, it's easier to give in. Yeah, it's easier to settle. Don't settle. All right, those are the first few. I didn't introduce my instruments, so this is Caspian, the guitar, and my keyboard is unimaginatively named William, because it's a Williams. It was kind of an afterthought, but Caspian was, I put a little more thought into. This first song on guitar is called 13,000. I wrote it as a part of a songwriting challenge. It's like, write a song every day for 30 days. It was really fun. And I wrote it one morning when I really did not want to wake up for work. Slept through 13,000 alarms. I didn't want to wake up, no, not for anything. Had to remind myself that dreams cost money, and so I finally got up, disheveled, unleveled, wearing clothes from yesterday. The first wig I could find. Will this go on for my whole life? Struggling to wake up on time, barely scraping by. Will this go on for my whole life? These thoughts keep racing through my head every time I pass a mirror's edge. On any sober night, I should be sleeping, but instead I'm drinking and drinking and drinking and drinking. Oh, there it is. How quick the time goes by. Will this go on for my whole life? Struggling to fall asleep at night, barely scraping by. Will this go on for my whole life? And if it gets better, can somebody tell me when? And if it gets better, can somebody tell me how? And if it gets better, can somebody tell me why? It feels like a chore just to get through the day right now. Yeah, dead-end jobs and not wanting to wake up for them. That's a recurring theme in, I think, a lot of people's lives, unfortunately. This next song I wrote last year, or sometime in the past. Last year or the year before. After probably like 6 months or so after my ex-fiance took her own life, and then I was like, this is literally like the most literal song. I'm a very literal person, and this is like as like on the nose as it gets. It's literally called Dead X, but here it is. Living on borrowed time, your wandering mind couldn't find control. You lost your will, couldn't find a thrill. Is that why you left it all behind, buried in life? I'm fucking tired of holding on. Your memory leaves me broken. Constant reminders that you're gone. Dead X, dead X. It's all absurd, that's what you'd say. Truer words were never spoken. Escaping couldn't ease your pain. Dead X, dead. I'm sorry, I couldn't love you enough to keep you high. Years of trying to save you, I couldn't change you. Does that mean the fault was mine? I'm buried in lies. I'm fucking tired of holding on. Your memory leaves me broken. Constant reminders that you're gone. Dead X, dead. absurd, that's what you'd say. Truer words were never spoken. Escaping couldn't ease your pain. Dead ex, dead. Bury me alive, bosom deep in lies. Bury me alive. My head is spinning and there's no winning this time. I'm getting tired of holding on. Your memory leaves me broken. Constant reminders that you're gone. Dead ex, dead. All absurd, that's what you'd say. Truer words were never spoken. Escaping couldn't ease your pain. Dead ex, dead. Let's see. Oh, actually, Capo stays on. This next song I wrote about, I don't know, a month or so ago. And it's about, like, I don't know, there's a lot of settling that goes on, especially, like, you know, I feel like in the time of right now where everyone feels like hyper lonely because of all the quarantine and whatnot. And so, like, they kind of take what they can get in terms of finding people, and I feel like dating apps just kind of exacerbate that. Like, they're a gift and a curse, but there are a lot of people who just kind of like, oh, well, this is good enough. And that's kind of what this song is about. It's called A Different Kind of Settler. You look like the man who I adore. Hazy eyes of grayish green. He'd hold my hand and kiss my neck until his lover came right back. You look like the man who stole my heart, just as mischievous as he. Satan adjacent smile, devilish charm that makes me weak. And I'm wise enough to know that he doesn't want me. So here we are. I will not lie, I do not want you. But here we are. Settling, settling, settling. Settling, settling, settling. You say I have your lover's smile and a dimple just like mine. She's been dead for quite some time, but she's always on your mind. You loved that she loved everything. What a beauty, what a mind. Sometimes you still cry when the moonlight hits just right. On her side of the bed, here where I'm laying, and your pillow's damp. Too proud to quit this game that we're playing. We're the reigning champs of misery, misery, misery. Misery, misery, misery. Searching for the questions to fit answers fabricated on our own. Overfeed the bias that divides us, then wonder why we're alone. We take what we can get. Settling, settling, settling. Unwilling to admit we're unraveling, unraveling. Manifesting mediocrity with every swipe. We're settling, settling, settling from misery, misery, misery. Settling, settling, settling for misery, misery, misery. Candy smile, both can be true. Gunpowder toying with the flame. Say let it go, you know I won't. We're at each other's throats. Kill me or kiss me just the same. My indecision does you in, and so I make the choice to attack rather than defend. Lovey, you're charming, but disarming you is sweet as sin. This isn't over yet, my friend. The gear goes click, time bomb goes tick, and now we're off to war, we're off to war, we're off to war. The casualty, our sanity, far gone and not sure what we're fighting for. What are we fighting for? Love. Oh, 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 oh. A world collide to a pyre fatally beautiful. To put it out or watch it burn. We sign a treaty while retreating. You throw a grenade, I open fire in return. This battlefield of hearts been blown apart by petty ways. Sometimes I think we'll never learn. The gear goes click, time bomb goes tick, and now we're off to war, we're off to war, we're off to war. The casualty, our sanity, far gone and not sure what we're fighting for. What are we fighting for? Love. Pierce me with those eyes, condescend and patronize. I will not apologize, so cut me open and bleed me dry. The gear goes click, time bomb goes tick, and now we're off to war, we're off to war, we're off to war. The casualty, my sanity, far gone and not sure what we're fighting for. What are we fighting for? The gear goes click, time bomb goes tick, and now we're off to war, we're off to war, we're off to war. The casualty, my sanity, far gone and not sure what we're fighting for. What are we fighting for? Love. Oh, 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 oh. That song is called For Love. I wrote it sometime last year. Yeah, I'm not going to elaborate on it. This song is actually about the same person, though. And this one I will elaborate on. It's about, like, I don't know. Don't hook up with your friend if your friend is also your coworker and, like, one of the only people you know in a new city. Just probably shouldn't do it. It's called Oh No. Jaded, you're so faded. The truth sounds like delusion. Keep your habit hidden. It's part of your confusion. Cerebral stasis, your noggin's full of smoke. High's your master, you submit, but you go ahead and smoke a blunt about it. Wouldn't put it past you to forget about our past. Not so accidental omission of facts. No, I wouldn't put it past you. Oh, no, I think I gotta go. I've had my fill of back burner love, and I won't be your stepping stone. Oh, no, it's taking its toll. Your company's no good for me, and I gotta leave you alone. Stringing me along, I knew that I was lonely. New to this town, as far as pals who were my only. Isn't there a saying, don't fuck your only friend? Between the coke and all the tokes, should've known how poorly it would end. But I wouldn't put it past me to forgive you for, well, everything, even as you lie through your teeth. No, I wouldn't put it past me. Oh no, I think I gotta go. I've had my fill of back burner love, and I won't be your stepping stone. Oh no, it's taking its toll. Your company's no good for me, and I gotta leave you alone. bordering on feral, horns atop your head. Why do I like women who like ripping me to shreds? Picking up your red flags, waving them around like a suicidal matador. 'Cause I want you to take me down. Oh no, I think I gotta go. My therapist truly insists that this ain't healthy, don't you know? Oh no, it's taking its toll. Your company's no good for me and oh no, I think I gotta go. I've had my fill of back burner love and I won't be a stepping stone. Oh no, it's taking its toll. Your company's no good for me and I wanna leave you alone. Say goodbye to Caspian. I'll see you later, Caspian. Yeah. Back to the keys. This song is not a real song. I've rewritten it like 80 times, and I'm just like, I don't know what I want to do with it. So I'm just going to keep rewriting it until the end of time. But for now, it's called Hush. Speak of love when you drink too much. I wish that wasn't the case. I only think of us when I'm in your arms, pretending this is the way it ought to be. You're only satisfied when you unwind me by a tear at the seams. Gentle judgment lies behind your eyes, realist or a fiend who draws the line. I can't trust a word you say, though I don't have the heart to push you away. I wanna go, but what's the rush? I'm fine, you're fine, hush. Prone to desperation, a generation instantly gratified. Why work towards something better when good enough is willing to stay by your side for a little while? Compartmentalize when it goes awry. I can't trust a word you say, though I don't have the heart to push you away. To ourselves just to pass the time. Oh no, here we go, lying to each other, speaking words of love when nothing's really there. Oh no, I can't trust a word you say. Oh no, I can't trust a word you say. Oh no, I can't trust a word you say. Oh no, I can't trust a word you say. This next song I wrote 2 years ago. It's called God of Chaos. Yeah. I was really infatuated by this person and wrote 1,000,001 songs about them. Do you know what you do to me? I've stayed up all night humming your melodies, taking flight, bound by your light. Will you be the platonic love of my life? I'm a follied fool if there ever was. Is this what the moonlight does? My body runs cold when you're near because my heart is singing woe. Getting high off the ridicule, they all believe in me, you laugh at me. It's a feeling unparalleled. Seeing you is heaven when it seems I love you like hell. I'll let it run its course, this fleeting feeling of remorse. The moment my love for you seems to die is when you look me in the eyes and I swore I wouldn't do this, but here I am, oh here I am, God of chaos, take my hand. Here I am, oh here I am, God of chaos, what's your plan? Bombs, bombs. Do you love me or pity me? It's one or the other from what I've discovered. A fascinating facade, pointing out the illusion when you're asking who is like God. Name semantics, they drive you wild. Listening and watching with stars in my eyes. Will you give yourself up to spirits tonight? Oh no. What's he like, the other you? Is he sad and broken, downtrodden, soft-spoken? Is that why he hides? Only comes out in mere glimpses, mirrored in your eyes. Blink and you'll miss his cry. It's a low, soft groan and it whispers why. The agony you feel inside is hidden by whiskey. A soft pink light singing woe. I know I shouldn't do this, but here I am without a plan, longing for the mind of a brilliant man. I'm sorry, this is how I am. God of chaos, take my hand. Bombs, bombs. Qui conduit Michael, who is like God. You are. This feeling's inevitable, cause you're unforgettable. Bombs, 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 bombs. Back on my bullshit, who could have called it bombs? Bombs, bombs, bombs. Back on my bullshit, who could have called it? Here I am, without a plan, God of chaos. Here I am without a plan, God of chaos, take my hand. Bombs, bombs. I should have prefaced that one. So I discovered when I was writing this song that bombs, that back on my bullshit, if you abbreviate it or whatever it's called, spells out bombs. And so I was like, oh man, I gotta use that. Yeah. This next song is called ILYRD. Look me in the eyes and tell me you don't love me. Actually, I'm gonna change the sound. There we go. Look me in the eyes and tell me you don't love me, babe. It's for the best. And if that is a lie, lie, well, this is not the time to openly confess. 'Cause I will keep on spiraling, admiring, conspiring, till the day you look me in the eyes and tell me you don't love me. It's the only way. 'Cause if we don't stop now, I just might. If we don't stop now, I just might fall. I appreciate our conversations, but I think they've gotta end. You're the one whose loving and support is unconditioned, genuine. I fall into these patterns of disaster when there's decency displayed. Oh, it is not your fault that I'm dysfunctional. No, you are not to blame. But if we don't stop now, I just might. If we don't stop now, I just might fall. Ooh, perpetually love's fool, doomed to ruminate upon these feelings till I can't move, bothered that I can't choose to flip a switch within me that's turned on when I see you and your grace. So look me in the eyes and tell me you don't love me. Babe, it's for the best. 'Cause if we don't stop now, I just might. If we don't stop now, I just might. If we don't call it quits, baby, no lie. If we don't call it now, I just might fall in love with you. All right. So I have about 2 more songs. Maybe 3. Try to do something a little upbeat after that. This song is called Under a Woman's Spell. Yeah. Knees are weak, throat's choking up, heartbeats racing, but I'm bummed. Tunnel vision setting in as you sway in that velvet dress. In a moment, in a flash, I lose my mind, I lose my head. Swore I've loved, but once again, I'm under the spell of a woman. Give me a moment, I need a second to gather my thoughts. 'Cause I don't know what's happening, electrifying. The vibes you're supplying, can't get enough of whatever it is I'm feeling. Oh, trying to stop the groove, but I can't. Knees are weak, throat's choking up, heartbeats racing, but I'm bummed. Tunnel vision setting in as you sway in that velvet dress. In a moment, in a flash, lose my mind, I lose my head. Swear I've loved, but once again I'm under the spell of a woman. Feel good supplier, you made a liar out of me. Your love's a hit I can't resist, you get me going. No way to know when I've sinned. Way back down to reality. Trying to catch the groove, but I can't. Knees are weak, throat's choking up, heartbeats racing, but I'm bummed. Tunnel vision setting in as you sway in that velvet dress. In a moment, in a flash, lose my mind, I lose my head. I swore off love in a haze, captivated by spellbinding charm. hypnotized by your eyes, won't stop moving, grooving. Knees are weak, knees are weak, throat's choking up, heartbeats racing, but I'm bummed. Tunnel vision setting in as you sway in that velvet dress. In a moment, in a flash, lose my mind, I lose my head. Knees are weak, throat's choking up, heartbeats racing, but I'm bummed. Tunnel vision setting in as you sway in that velvet dress. In a moment, in a flash, lose my mind, lose my head. It's rough love, but once again I'm under the spell of a woman. All right, final two. This next song is called The Wishing Song. I wrote it, I think like 2 weeks ago now. I finished this one. 11 twice on a blue screen, eyes half sealed by cyanoacrylate, and I am half awake, but manifestation awaits. 'Cause every day I hope for the same thing. I wanna be pretty, I wanna be loved. Don't call me resilient or say that I look tough. I wanna be loved, so I throw copper in a stone sea. Honest Abe immortalized, he does my bidding for me. And I close my eyes as the coinage sinks, as anticipation shrinks. 'Cause every day I hope for the same thing. I wanna be skinny, oh, thin and full of luck. I wanna cause heartache in some poor love-stricken schmuck. I wanna be loved, so I wish on another shooting star. Light years have passed and my dream is dead. Yeah, I wish that for once I looked the part. Forever the ingenue's right-hand woman, the funny, fat, designated friend. Though truth be told, I'm not amusing. Try to play the role, otherwise it gets confusing. God forbid you see me as a functional being, multifaceted. Alas, you don't care unless you're trying to smash. So every day I hope for the same thing. I wanna be pretty, I wanna be loved, 'cause I'm often reduced to my melanin and adipose. I wanna be skinny, oh, thin and full of luck. I wanna be pretty, oh, pretty enough to fuck. I wanna be loved, so I wish on another shooting star. Light years have passed and my dream is dead. Yeah, I wish that for once I look the part. Forever the ingenue's right-hand woman, the funny, fat, designated friend. It happens far too often that I am not an option. Why? I want those baby blue eyes to look at me and realize that I could be the man of your dreams. That I could be the man of your dreams. So I wish on another shooting star, but light years have passed and my dream is dead. Yeah, I wish that for once I looked the part. Forever the ingenue's right-hand man, the funny, fat, designated friend. I'm the ugly, fat, designated friend. Forever the ingenue's right-hand All right, and this is the last one. Oh, we did it, guys. This song I wrote. I have a friend out in Vegas who, that's where I'm from. Quick tidbit. And he does a remix, a piano reimagination of All You Need Is Love by the Beatles. And, I would have conversations with him, and he's always like, love is his big thing. He thinks he kind of holds it true. And I'm just like, I disagree. And so that's literally what this song is. That's how the song started, and then it turned into, whatever nonsense I write about. This is called A Force of Course. Let's see. Love isn't all you need. It doesn't pay the bills. It doesn't get you high when you are looking for cheap thrills. Tricks you into thinking you finally found a way. Whispers not to go when you know you shouldn't stay. Love isn't all you need. Don't trust such sentiment. But love can make your heart stand still, make you smile against your will. So clearly it's a force. It's a force, of course, of course. Not merely any force, not any force, of course, of course. Brutal curse of a force. It's a force, of course, of course. To be reckoned with, as it's wrecking up your life. To be reckoned with, as it's wrecking up your life. Love isn't all you need when you're feeling blue. You think it is, and then you're stuck at least a year or two, planning out a future you've no intent to lead. Convince yourself it's time well wasted indeed. Some days while you are living in this well-constructed lie, the truth comes out and your heart shouts, oh man, I wanna die. But you don't, and she does. So now what do you do? So to me there's no legitimacy in loving when you're blue. But love can make you feel again as you fall for some dumb damaged man. Then farce becomes a force as life runs a course, of course. You think it could be worse. It'll pass, of course, of course. But love is quite the force, a brutal force, of course, of course. To be reckoned with, as it's wrecking up your life. To be reckoned with, as it's wrecking up your life. Love isn't all you need, that fact still remains. One of many things that without you'll go insane. Searching for a purpose, reaching for a soul. You hear his voice and the world begins to blur. Touches your cheek and within you feelings stir. Lay on his chest and goddamn it feels like home. So clearly it's a force, of course, of course. Not merely any force, not any force, of course, of course. Brutal curse of a force. It's a force, of course, to be reckoned with as it's wrecking up your life. To be reckoned with, as it's wrecking up your life. To be reckoned with, as it's wrecking up your life. To be reckoned with, as you're fucking up your life. And that's it. Thank you. Thanks to anyone who's watching. My name's Demyia or Spuddington, depending on what kind of music you want to hear from me. And I hope you have a great night. Bye.